You're not approved. Bollock. I am approved for LinkedIn. Oh, that's why. Okay, we are live, but I just need to change something because I've picked the wrong LinkedIn. There we go.
What do you mean the wrong LinkedIn?
There you go. I picked the Transform 365 page instead of my personal page. Anyway, we're live. 20 seconds in, but nobody was on, so we're okay. We got away with that, mate. So we are now live on LinkedIn and we are live on Facebook. So good morning, Dom. How are you today?
I'm all right.
Good.
Focusing on that basic again, just plodding through.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm on 8,500 steps.
I'm on 1,000. I'm going
so
for
I'm chuffed. I'm chuffed. My new plan worked. So my new plan has worked, which was go out, do the stuff, go out from a walk. I've been to Aldi, bought some bedding for my daughter today.
All right.
And some fruit for my wife.
For the lodger?
No, for Ebony, for her new room.
Oh, yes, she's new bed.
Because now she's got a new bed and she had a king size before, so obviously her bedding doesn't fit.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, and there is a set for the lodger because obviously Madison only had one set as well. So yeah, so my new adoptive daughter. So yes, so yeah, Madison wanted some new bedding. So basically, I've walked to town, which is a lovely walk, even though it's horrible weather.
Yeah, it's going to be really nice, but I feel like we're getting April showers in February.
Yeah, seems that way. Oh, good morning. Somebody's live. Who's joined us this morning?
You were just saying you could do with the week in the Caribbean. Well,
yeah.
Then you could do with the week in your caravan.
Yeah, listen, mate, I'll take a week in Windermere. As soon as Boris announces we can go, I'm going to be there, mate. Because as we discussed, we can run our business from Windermere, can't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Not quite sure. And to be honest, I think my wife would be quite pleased if I went to Windermere for a week.
Yeah. What are we thinking? What's Boris going to say tonight? I don't watch the news. I don't listen to the news.
I don't. As I tell you, my morning routine is the only news I ever listen to is the Today program on Radio 4 when I'm on my morning walk.
Yeah.
Probably because it's articles, it's not sensationalist news. And today we're saying basically the only announcement is going to be schools. They reckon outdoor end of March, more stuff. Outdoor eating end of April.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
May. So hence why one of my objectives this week, mate, is to sort out Narnia in my garage, so I actually have some more space to work out in.
Yeah, I don't. So you don't think gyms are going to be opening anytime soon?
I reckon they won't open until the end of April, beginning of May. I reckon.
Yeah.
Because they're indoor environments and people sweat a lot. I know everyone says they're healthy and everything, but if you think about it, it's prime people who go to gyms probably won't have had their jab. So
yeah, the younger ones, yeah.
But we'll see. But that's what they seem to think. But we'll find out tonight.
Schools in Wales are open today, aren't they, for 3 to 7 year olds? So
yeah, and Scotland have started, but they reckon they're saying for the UK, for England, is that everyone's going to return on the 8th of March.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which is a bit mental. But anyway, I haven't got any children going to school. My daughter, Ebony, has shocked me this morning, I have to say. She is up at 8 o'clock and she's ready to do a college course. I'm shocked.
What's the course?
She's doing health and social care.
Oh, right, okay.
So, but nursery, not the adult one, but for kids. So she could be a nursery teacher or something like that. So,
yeah.
But she's not been very good at it recently. And she had a little bit of a kick up the bum, going, you realise that this is your third choice of course, and there will be no more choices.
Yeah.
So fair play to her. She took the kick up the bum and she's focused. So yeah. Kevin says apparently Nicola Sturgeon has said gyms will be the last things to open up in Scotland.
I said to someone the other day, I think England will take over. I think Wales and Scotland will lead the way for England. Yeah.
If Boris is clever, he can see what happens there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we've got much larger populations in England. But anyway, we get on to it. So anyway, it's the start of a new week, Dom.
Yes.
It was. I have to admit, last week was a long, arduous, and tiresome one because we have them from time to time. But this is a new week, new beginning, and excited to see what we bring this week.
Yeah, I did a post just now on across a few platforms, just on the highlight of last week for me.
I'm literally, mate. I am just watching it on LinkedIn.
I put it up on Insta. I'd obviously, it was on my personal Facebook page, but I thought it was the highlight of my week. I've got to share it again. And
you have to, mate. It's the most amazing thing.
It is, but there was a sort of smaller, a bigger message in the post, which is, during the tough times, be it lockdown or otherwise, I've spent a lot of time being the highlight of the week, sort of playing with the cat. It's the only sort of connectivity you've got. Be it I've got it with my wife and I've got it with the cat, and you've got to take the small wins. You've got to take the highlights as the smallest things sometimes, just to provide yourself with some inner joy. But clearly, there was a much bigger. Well, it's not much bigger actually in size, but much bigger highlight to the week. So yeah.
I listen, mate. As I keep saying to you, I'm just made up. I'm so pleased with both you and Sarah. I think it's just amazing. So, and it was a real lift to the week, mate. It was a real lift to the week. So, thank you for lifting me anyway.
Yeah. We had a good week last week. We had a good. The hot seat session was a cracker.
Yeah.
I've had feedback from a few people on it who, at the beginning couldn't relate to it, and then but by the end were totally related to it. Totally gone. This is actually really applicable to me. So it was a great hot seat. I loved both training sessions that I delivered on Thursday. So yeah, it was tough for both of us. Just one of them weeks last week, but still there was lots of good things in it. So
yeah, there was, and I think that's the most important thing about it. That was it. There's lots of good things. So it's just when you work hard, you just have to remember and take your chance and take your breathers, isn't it? So right. So anyway,
this week,
what's on? What's on this week? So we are actually at week 4 of our Transform X's. So this week is going to be interesting because it's a roundup week of what we've done so far. So I'm excited about that because it's a chance to just catch up, reinforce some messages, find out where people are at, and then get them ready for the next phase. So I'm excited about Tuesday's session. I really am. We've got quite a few calls this week with people who've booked a breakthrough call after the masterclass. So that's exciting. Always good to get on a call and help people and guide them on their journey. So
yeah, which leads us nicely into a new course next week.
Yeah, it does. Do you like that segue?
Yeah. Program. Well, same program, new intake.
New intake, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So that's going to be great. Yes, Kevin, and we are looking forward to you joining us in March.
Is Kevin joining us?
He is. He's just said looking forward to starting in March. By the way, Kevin, that is next week, by the way.
Yeah.
Just to remind you.
Let's get a call booked in with Kevin then.
Yeah.
Get that sorted.
Indeed. So but it's brilliant. I think if anyone's obviously intrigued about what the course is going to be about, we are running a discovery webinar on Friday evening, which we'll put the details in the comments box for you to book a place. And it'll be good. So
overview on the program.
Yeah. What would you say, Dom, is your top tip for building up your energy when you're feeling a little bit tired? What apart, and you're not allowed to sing Miley Cyrus this time because you're all the time. Did you like your gift I sent you, by the way?
Most definitely. Do you know what? I think because I'm having this battle this week off the back of last week. I really am. I think it's do what makes you happy. Mm-hmm. And I mean that. I don't mean, what do I mean by that? I mean, if you feel like lying on the sofa and doing nothing, then maybe that's what you need. You know, don't beat yourself up to force yourself into the gym or force yourself to go and see people or force yourself to speak to people. You know, I'm pretty good, but at the minute I just want to take a back seat. That's how I feel. And you can actually drain you can actually drain your energy more by force yourself into the gym or force yourself to go and see people or force yourself to speak to people. I've got to stick to me plan. I've got to stick to my routine. I've got to stick to my schedule. I've got to tick all these, but you actually you can actually drain your energy more by doing that. I feel anyway. And so just listen, if you want to drop everything, now I appreciate you've got to go to work, but if you want to, you know, drop as much as you can and just take some time for yourself, I think that's the important piece. Certainly that's the way I'm feeling at the moment. You know, in the little ones is I'm going for a walk now, and that's totally going to get my energy up. I mean, I'd like to be doing a little bit more, but this bicep thing is actually grating on me now a little bit. And I was reading this morning that just a minor injury can take 8 to 10 weeks. So I did a session last week, 2 light sessions, but I don't think I'm going to do them this week. So that's playing on me. So, you know, a walk, movement of any format. I'll be doing some lower body and core, you know, but what I am learning is don't go nuts. Maybe do what makes you happy. Dip into that happiness buffet.
Yeah, we love a good happiness buffet.
Yeah.
No, that's so true, mate. That is so true. I think, you know, that whole, and you think about that, even when we had that coaching session, the review last night with the guys, that was just so apt to say, you know, you need to actually realize where you've come from and how well you're doing. And I think, you know, Danny was beating herself up, and I think that was unjust because, she got herself back on track and she's fine again. And it was just, sometimes you have to take that reset button, don't you?
Yeah, you've got to.
You know, you just have to reset. And there's no shame with it. There's no guilt. There's no shame to go, do you know what? Actually, I'm at my max. I need to step back. Because actually, if I take that step back and just have that reset, then I can move forward. Then people who just blindly go on, you know, into pain and into, you know, all of this, people talking about, oh, well, you know, you've got to hustle, you got to struggle. No, you don't have to struggle, you know, because nobody, you know, there's a graveyard listed with people who struggled and got nowhere. Yeah.
I literally had a similar conversation. In fact, I've had it with most of our clients now, and I've said it to you loads of times. You know, when you're in the gym, people don't schedule time out the gym. Just train. 52 weeks of the year, they'll just train, and then, you know, there'll be several weeks in the year where they actually stop training, and that'll be because they're injured, went out. You know, the key is to actually plan your time off. Plan your time off. Plan your time out the gym. You know, I actually just thought now that last month I'd decided that the last week of each month was just going to take a break from the routine as such. And it worked well for me in January, and just you know, have a little rest from that phase, and then rejuvenate your energy and go again.
Totally. Absolutely, totally get that. And I think, you know, that's where we're at. You know, we're going to do the same. But
phase potentiation, they call it, you know, in the fitness world, it's sort of phase potentiation.
Yeah.
Potential, you know, getting yourself ready for the next phase. But there always comes a deload week.
Yeah.
You need deload week. You need that week on holiday. You need that rest. Just find your mojo again.
Well, talking about mojo and motivation and discipline, again, I'm going to segue us into our next discussion point, which is people trying to ring me when I want to stream you.
which is Lunchbox Live.
Lunchbox Live tomorrow with
Oh.
a special guest, Alex Discipline Myers.
What do you know
Actually,
about
Mr.
Alex?
Discipline. Hey?
What do you know about Alex? Give us some
That he's got an incredible story that I'm really interested to hear about because I've worked with him for a while now and I still haven't heard his story. I just know that he's been through an awful lot in his past, and he's had breakdowns. He had a successful gym business and he's reinvented himself. And the fact that he set up that no holds barred event in Warwick at the Shakespeare Theatre in Stratford-upon-Avon, had Simon Thompson, Paul Morton, and other key speakers there to talk about mental health and raise a shed load of cash for mental health charities is a testament to the guy. And he's quite open about stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see it and hear about it. So
yeah, it's going to be good. He has, he was I don't know too much of his story personally either, but he ran a very successful business. He had he said he had 12 personal trainers working for him at one stage, which comes with a world of stress, I'm sure, as well as his own life that he'd taken down a certain path, I think, having a couple of breakdowns, if you will, wobbles, ditching the business, having nothing, starting up again into Man's Plan, which is successful in its own right. He's very successful in what he's done, and also the Discipline Project now, which is phenomenal.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. Yeah, so don't miss that. 12 o'clock tomorrow on Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube. So we'll be on all three platforms. So don't miss it. And if you do miss it, you'll be able to catch it at the podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and your favorite podcast provider, except Apple at the moment because they're being silly with us, but we'll get there. To listen to your delight in your ears when you're on your morning walk. So, in fact, that was a big highlight last week. We launched a podcast without even realizing it, Dom.
Yeah, we did.
So, we're now podcasters. So, anyway, you need to go out for your walk, Dom. Have a great morning. Have a great day, everybody. And check us out later on this evening for our daily roundup to see how we got on today. Have a great day, everybody. Final thought from you, Dom.
Do what makes you happy. Look after
Good
yourself.
man. On that final note, do what makes you happy today. Have a great day, everyone. And we'll see you later on. Cheers, everyone.
Adios.
Adios.